So, wow, I thought I wanted to start quietly, and then like peacefully, and then I do not know how now. Anyways, thank you everyone for coming. Sounds very informal, but you know, yesterday when I was working on my slide, this not really slide lah. I have no script and all just photos, and then the story is like just from my brain, I think. So later whatever it flows lah. Because it's just I think this is a like journaling through just looking at the film photos that I took. It's all film photos that I took lah. So, oh wow. Everyone know that actually I took a 3 months break to Taiwan, right? I think everyone know, right? Yeah. So this is... Thank you for the firework, but I don't need it. Oh yeah, for the celebration, no? Okay, it's okay. I'll accept it. So these are the photos that I took during my 3 months there lah, but not exactly just full 3 months lah. So I used 6 films actually, 6 films, and then I think about 5 films were the films that I took during my 2-week solo trip. Yeah, you guys know that I went for 3 months, but probably you guys didn't know that I went for like 2-week solo trip like early September. So yeah, so I just hope you guys enjoy the film photo. Then I will story the story when I took the photos, or maybe we can just enjoy the photos. So I don't know, sometimes I'll probably just pause and let you guys enjoy the photos lah. So this one is okay, sorry, just one note lah to add. Actually, like I pick 11 film photos and make into postcard. So this is the second photos that I pick, and then that's a souvenir for you all. So like a few of you not received yet, and then this half of people received already, this half not yet. So maybe after the sharing session, then you guys like can just pick whatever photos that you want, that you prefer lah. Thank you, Ka. I can hear the engine here. So let's get started. So during this trip, I actually used 2 film camera. One is mine. I got mine second-hand film camera, and then the other one, it was like lent to me by Jiax. So later you guys can see the difference, and also by different films as well. Like on the left corner, I put like which camera I use and which film that I use. And then on the right corner, it's like just location lah. Not every photos I put, but you will follow, as long as you follow the story, you will stick to it lah. So this is the first photo of my second film, and then it is their wet market, so it's like their pasar. So I was just testing using my film camera, and then actually I don't know how you guys feel lah, but it turns out I like the vibe, and it's a bit surprising to me that the photo quality, you know, the light and all that, it's like, because it's indoor, and usually film photo, you know, you cannot poke the screen and adjust the light or whatever, right? So I think this is also the beauty of like taking film photos. So you will never know what's the outcome. And later I got one funny story to share with you all also lah. But yeah, the first photo that I took, I started from the place that I stay lah. It's my sisters and brothers-in-law's home, so I call it my home also. I stay there like for, of course, the whole 3 months except for my travel lah. And then that day it was I went to the market with the sister-in-law, sister to my brother-in-law, so I just call them sister lah. Call her sister. So that day they have some power supply issue, so I got like I think 4 hours free time. So we went to pasar and then got some stuff. This is how their pasar look like. It's, I think, very much looks like ours also, but the old style lah. Like the Pijalan one is not like in the building kind. So just now that one, it was like inside they sell wet food lah. and then outside maybe it's just like, you know, baju, sayo, fruits and all that. And then I was also just simply, a lot of photos actually I took is just feel good, and then I take no reason one. And I'm not sure if, let's say, you know, if you have been to Taiwan, I'm not sure if you would agree with me that actually Taiwan street, they look more or less the same, unless there's like, you know, the words show that the location, because without that you probably won't know where is it. So I think you will notice, even my story, you think, I mean, I think you will realize I didn't take street photo a lot, if you recall my story lah. Because I realized after I took it, nobody can tell where this is. So I didn't take much of it lah. So, but this is still like after we pergi pasar, and then before going home, I take another one. And then, this is my feet. The reason of showing my feet is that this is a test. This is a test, apa tu panggil? Just like to test whether the film works or not. So this one I use Yashica, which is Jiax camera. It is a full manual camera, so we need to load it properly, and then we need to click the shutter, and then like flip it, like everything consider manual. But the funny story that I mentioned just now is that, you know, before this, I put this film in and I dah bawa dia jalan. I thought I dah like ambil a lot of photos, and this time I wanted to unload and reload it. But when I open it, I saw the beginning part like cluttered, you know. So I didn't load it properly. So with my confidence of me thinking that I thought I took like photos before this date, is not existent. Yeah. So I quickly like look up to YouTube to see like how to properly load it. And then there's an indication of how to, it shows like it is properly loaded. So this is the first shot that I took lah. So that time I was in Taichung. I went the theater. So later you will see the theater photo. This is the rooftop of the theater. And that theater is really beautiful. This is their rooftop garden. So I got the chance like before the theater start. So I went up and take some photos lah. Later you will see the outlook. And then I saw a mirror, so I took a consider selfie also lah kan. But that's like the camera lah. But I think Jiax today didn't bring, right? It's a really old camera. Anyways. And then this is the interior of the theater. Again, I took photo just to feel good and take it, no reason why. But this is the interior lah. And then I was also like, actually this trip, taking these two films and taking these two film cameras and different films is to experiment how it would look like. And then this is the outdoor theater. Actually, like if they wanted to play outside, this is the area, and I really like the vibe lah. Plus, lagi with that man sitting there, it looks a bit lonely, but I don't know the vibe. He probably just finished running or whatever. Yeah, I took this photo using my phone as well. I think I put it on my story if you guys remember lah. Yeah. And then this is the entrance. I mean, how good it is if let's say we have this theater in Malaysia and we don't. And the theater was really good as well. I mean, the details of the theater, and I would like to write an article about it lah. Like I feel Malaysia has a lot to learn actually, you know, about how they put the standards, you know, the qualities of the theater, and even the building itself. It's an art. Yeah. And after the theater completed, then I walk to the bus stop, and then this is just one of the junction. And then I was also just again testing the camera, because I just realized that the photos before it was not exist kan. Then Taichung, after that go back home, and then this is the beginning of my 2-week trip. Yeah. So I went to Puli. Puli is also central area. It's like further south from Taichung. But I wanted to go to the mountain area, so this place will be the entrance lah. So I stay there for a night, and then the next day only I take a bus to go up there. And seriously, I do not know why I take this laundry shop also. I just thought that that night after dinner, I jalan-jalan around and then thought like, oh, like 2 weeks travel, so I'll need to know where's the laundry shop. And then I saw this and I just took it. And this is like using my film camera. And then how I got to this temple is also a little cute story, because on the first night, after walking around, and then I went back to my hostel, I met this lady. You can also call her like auntie lah. She's maybe 50-ish, and then she's a runner. Like you all know, right? I joined 2 races. Okay, I think Yong didn't know, but I joined 2 half marathon races while I was in Taiwan. And then I met this lady, and like after we chit chat, she stayed in the same hostel, and then after we chit chat, we found out that she also joined the same race. And then she is a very, very active lady. And then that night she was like ajak me like, oh, do you want to join like for some walk or some run with me next morning? I said yeah, sure. Then she brought me explore lah. She'd been to Puli before, but then she wanted to explore some other places that she haven't been. So this is like one of the quite famous temple there. Like it's Dimu Miao. So the things that the famous, what makes this temple a bit famous, according to Google, it's the green roof. It's made from glaze, like they say it's called 琉璃, 青色琉璃. So it's like glaze. It's a materials like glass and ceramic lah. So this is their signature, and the temple is really big. Actually, like you need to walk up a few floors height lah. So this is from the, I think, top that I take photos of the roof, and then this is the view, not the roof part. So I thought it's like another roof photo, since the roof is signature. So it's like another roof photos. You guys can hear, right? Okay. Like then another view, because Taiwan has a lot of mountain lah. So especially I think when it's Puli, it's like nearer to the mountain range area, so that the town itself is also slightly higher elevation. So you can easily walk to somewhere and then you will get elevated view also. And then with the orange bag is that lady. So that day, that morning, we walked 4 hours. And then the next day is the race. I was worried about my leg, but she was that active, and I bet we walked 10 kms for 4 hours. It's like non-stop walking. And then after that, this is like the end of the walk. We're ready to go for breakfast, and then she said she need to go to the post office and I think to cash out. Then I was just waiting outside, and then I take a photos of this mailbox lah, because different mailbox it will shows like the locations. Yeah. So when I move, travel to different town, I took their mailbox also, just like for memory. And then after Puli, that afternoon we take a bus to go up to the mountain and to prepare for our race the next day. And then this is my first meal up in the mountain. And that day was raining, and again I was testing again with the camera. So this look a bit dark lah, because that time it was raining, right? So like it's dark. So it's dark, and then I think, and then with the flash, so in nampak, tepi-tepi and all that, it's dark also. And then I have some comments about Taiwanese food, but let's leave that thing on next time I share or when I write an article. But yeah, this is what I ordered. And then I switched to Yashika and then took the view like from my table. It's just a very simple store lah. And then after that I didn't take any photos, and then the morning it was my race, and then after race of course I need to rest, and this is the first photo I took after my race because I need to cari makan that night. And this is outside of my stay. My stay is on the left. This I think is my room also. So I walk out slowly because it's also up slope, and my leg was aching lah. Actually, I walk very slow because it's a 26 km race. Yeah. And then this cat kind of chill lah. That day I was like, I look at the cat, and then the cat looked at me. I was like, I take a photo of you, and then it didn't say anything. Of course, it didn't say. I mean, it didn't move. Yeah, it didn't move, very chill. Huh? I asked already. It didn't move, so it's a yes, I guess. Yeah. Then I slowly squat down with my aching leg. Then I was like, I take a photo of you, Then it stay, so it's a yes. Though, so I take a photo. Yeah. Then slowly I walk up again. It's a slope again. Then I slowly walk up, and then also just saw this view lah. And the photo actually is not as quiet as this because it was playing music quite loud lah. But I don't remember what music was that. Then I just snap it. On my way back, the lorry gone already. Then on my way, still pergi cari makan, and at that time I still don't know what I wanted to eat because up in the mountain. To get some budget food is not so easy. It's either like quite a decent food which will cost you maybe about 30-40 ringgit, or otherwise I'll show you what I had for my dinner. But this is the view. Like the moon came out early. The color is slightly different from my screen. This is what I took. This is one of the experiments that I took. So this is from Fujifilm, and then this is from Yashica. Like two different camera and two different films as well. So I put it together for you guys to enjoy. So yeah, this is an expired film that was Jiax gave it to me to experience, to see how an expired what did I say? How an expired, please grab a seat. How an expired film will after it develop, how will it feel lah? So apparently it's quite nice. And a lot of my postcard photos, it was the expired films. Hey ma, okay ma, make yourself comfortable
we are very comfortable. That's why we are late. Yeah.
It's okay. This is also personal sharing. No, nothing. Later on, I introduce everyone. So, FYI, Sui, we are in the mountain already.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we also just managed to sampai the mountain. Yeah. Continue. Yeah.
And then a lot of convex mirror in Taiwan actually, but I accidentally pressed with the flash so you don't see me. Anyway, it's just a photo. Ta-da! This is my dinner after my race. Like really, I found no place for like a proper noodle, and then it's like all closed. So went to convenience store. You know, in Taiwan you won't starve as long as convenience store is near your area. So I just went to, I think this is Family Mart. Just went to get a cup noodle, sweet potato, and then the herbal egg. That's my dinner. After how I reward myself after I completed a race. Then this is the next day, the view from my room. But seriously, I think, you know, when you are in mountain area, every view is like a wallpaper. But this is not as pretty as like, you know, further high up, which I will show you later. Ta-da! Like you are first time seeing it.
Sorry.
No recording ma.
Oh.
You can say something one. It's just it will be recorded for your information. That's okay. Can have your voice inside one. So this is the first photo that I put just now before the slideshow started. And then this is the, like what I said, like my postcard photo. And I took a bus actually from my accommodations outside. There's a bus service. Took a bus to this area. Remember when I say I joined the race, right? It was a ultra half marathon race. So for full marathon race, they need to run until up here, which is 3,200 plus elevation lah. Like full marathon. And that lady, remember, she ran up until here. And somewhere like further, and then you need to patah balik and go down. Yeah. So I make like did another experiment as well, like this is like Yashika, and then ta-da! I mean both I like it lah, just that I picked the left one to be the postcard photo instead. I don't know how you guys feel, like you guys can tell me later, but I already printed my postcard also. Yeah. For the Fujifilm, I like the panorama thing, you know, it will block the top and bottom. It looks like, you know, movie scene a bit lah. Not a bit, like it does look like movie scene. Anyways, so the bus, I dropped the bus, I mean, I stopped there, and then that's actually is the highest point of a car can reach in Taiwan. The place called Wuling. And then while waiting for the bus to come back, right, and it's a few hours to wait, so I decided to walk from this point. I think more, yeah, okay, anyways, if those follow my story, then you will know I walked for 2.5 km for 4 hours or 5 hours, I don't remember, because I tried to manage the time lah. I don't want to miss the bus to go back down, because I'm leaving the mountain area that day also. Because if I miss it, I really need to walk back myself. Yeah, so I started to walk from this point. And then with Yashica camera, actually I can play with the double exposure thing. And this is what Jiax shared with me. And then I was playing without knowing, you know, jadi or not. Again, film photo, you will only know it Vijaya, you know, successfully taken as a photo after you develop it. And then I developed all these photos after I came back. So I have no idea whether I got it or not. But ta-da! Yeah. So it was like, I was just playing and I have no idea whether it is on the same frame or not. So it was like ding 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 ding, and then I put it like, it would be like that. So it's like 3 photos in 2 frames. Yeah. It's just an experiment lah. But I don't know why, like, you know, this is not aligned. Given that, you know, it should not be moved. I also don't understand why, but yeah. Then from there on, I walked, and it is a national park area, so no houses. It's just like cars are allowed, vehicles are allowed lah. So a lot of views. Oh, the different blue color though. This blue color is better. Anyways. And then this area is Wuling, that area. So I started to walk, just follow the highway. Yeah. And the weather was really nice since it's like up high elevation, right? But actually after that I got sunburned. I didn't realize that. But the chilly weather and all that, the breeze, it makes you forget about the sun also. And then I take you know, photos of the road. And then more roads. Basically it's just roads, mountain, grass, sky. Yeah. But actually I got a bit emotional when I received the developed film lah. It's like, you know, you watch back your memories in one go. Now probably I might not be able to connect that much, but I think, you know, when I like quiet enough and then to feel the photos, actually I cried also lah when I watched the photos. Oh, another double exposure. Yong, can you see or not? You were like moving yourself here and there. Huh?
For records, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is like another double exposure thing I played, but I think the frame just a bit blurry already got, but that's fine. Also things about film photography is that you will never know, and nothing is perfect lah. So yeah. And then like more views, but literally when I started to walk, right, I feel like I was screaming inside. It's like so pretty, like so pretty, so pretty, so pretty. But I have to control myself not to take so many photos. Like I was switching between my phone, my Fujifilm, and then Yashica's. I switch. Need to balance it out lah. So for those photos that I took from my film, it's all on my story already. And then yeah. I mean, I don't know if you guys can get me when I say, you know, when you are quiet enough and then you see back the photos, it actually will bring you back to the place itself. And then I can feel that, like I can hear the breeze, maybe the cars, the motorbike pass by. And then the moment when I was there, this part of road, I don't know, I enjoyed a lot. I walked it alone lah. And then these photos, it's a bit blurry. I was also just take it when I feel good. This is the third photo of my postcard. After I picked it as the postcard, I just realized that I can't tell where it is. But some people enjoy it, like, because it shows nothing, like, it's just a mountain and all that. But it is taken on the road. The mountains there, and you know, compared to Malaysia, is different. They don't have like a lot of trees like us. I think we are, because tropical countries. I think our mountain, it will be rare to see, you know, like just grass area. Anyways, so more roads, mountains. And then I also like to take some tiny little things which is like wildflowers. But this is like got blurred one, but it's fine. Like, I enjoyed it. And then this one I really like it. I think it was right after I took the wildflower, and then I saw these pine trees, and actually I stand there for a while though, and I feel it had words. It had some words for me or for any viewers, and I took a photo. And the moment, oh, my sister called. Sorry, I'm gonna ignore you. Okay, sorry. So I think when I received the film, I felt this photo captured as when I was there, seeing this scene. And this is my fourth photos of my postcard. I took it, and then I picked it for Kai because I know she will like it. Yeah, this has some feelings lah, for me lah. Not sure for you all. Huh? Oh, like here. She got it also. So cute one, you guys. So this is the highway, name of the highway, and it has some little special meaning to me because when I was running the race, the number is what I'm aiming for. Because I think I kind of run from 11 km of the highway, and I need to run until 24 to patah balik. So that time when I was running uphill, I was like, when's the 24 thing? Huh? 24. Why? 24.
Which number you aiming for?
No, 14 and Jia, that is the name of the highway. And then 32 is like from the beginning, this is like 32 km. We have the same highway system in here also, my dear. We have different highway, like max is E20. And then I think how they measure the distance is also the same. I remember that one of the uncle told me, and then from which direction to which direction I forgot already. But we can Google this. Anyways, yeah. So, because when I running, I didn't take my film camera so I took it when I walk on the highway. It's just like to remember this. And then actually I like these photos, and I was thinking to pick it as my postcard, but eventually I didn't lah. I don't know, but because I feel the feeling is not as strong when I see it, but I still love this. I still like this photo. It's just that, I mean, from, you know, a receiver point of view, you guys just like trees and ... Yeah, I feel the feeling is not as strong like compared to the pine trees or whatever. So that eventually I didn't pick it but I like this photo. This was also another one that I wanted to put in, but I think because of some exposure, like you didn't see the road clearly, and yeah. So this is also I considered to put it as postcard, but eventually I didn't. Then this is the heart. I think Sui did ask me where's the cafe. This is the cafe, and I use yeah, my camera to take it before I reach there. And then when I reach there, I take another photo coming back. Yeah. Then the next one you guys will see. So this is like the cafe up in the mountain for hikers, for motorcyclists, for cyclists to rest, and they sell souvenirs there as well. And there's another trail up behind, just behind that. And I don't have enough time, because if I do enough time, I definitely will just do a quick hike, because back and forth is 40 minutes. I don't have the time because I will miss my bus. And then this is the 5th photo of my postcard. I took it from the cafe. So just now I was standing somewhere here to take photos of the cafe. And then these photos, I was standing in the cafe and take this area. Take this part of road. And this is also one of the photos that I feel emotional, because I think somewhere up there it's Wuling. So it kind of shows how far have I walked. And people will always say that, like, look how far have you come. So this is like literally how far I have like walked. Yeah. And I think a lot of my friends pick these photos, pick this postcard as well. And I really like it. Like wildflowers beside the road. And then this is the 6 photos of my postcard. And no reason of why I wanted to take, is also just a feel good photos. And then I use a Yashica to take like similar view as well. Did I compare it? Oh no, I didn't compare it. But yeah, I can see the colors are different. And then for Yashica, because it doesn't have that panorama thing, so it will be the full frame. And then after that, I didn't take photos already. I don't know why, but I will just enjoy and just focus on walking. And then this is like at the end of my walk, because that's where the bus terminal was. And then I went to the washroom and I came out and saw this like really fluffy and big dogs, so I took a photos. I also asked him, I take a photo of you, and then he didn't layan me, so I take it already. And then since I still got some time, so I bought some food and then sit outside and eat and enjoy the view. And this is the view outside. And then after that, I took the bus down and then I went to Qingjing Nongchang, the Qingjing farm. It's one of the famous tourist spot also lah. And it was recommended by Jiax, that's why I went there. Because otherwise I probably will skip this part. And this is one of their famous thing show. Anyone you watch it before? So that time it was quite hot that day. Oh, I got sunburned already, that's why I feel the heat on my skin. And then I took a few shots just to test around the camera whether it can capture moving objects or not. So yeah, there's a sheep, and then this is Yashica, and then this is also color different. I don't know why. Yeah, so you get to interact with the sheep. After the performance completed, again they will let the sheep, and then they will feed the sheep. Then after my visit, watch the performance from the farm, then I actually walk from the farm, go back up to my accommodations and pick my bag, and then take a bus, go back down. And then I got tired already that day. I'm like, I walked so long and then I had to carry my heavy backpack. So I think this is the next day, and also the day before I head to the south. So I think this is like one of the restaurants, and then I think they serve one of the local food there. I don't know what they call in English, but 叫我名字啊 Jiax 那个叫什么？那个叫什么鱼？鱼肚头杀鱼啊？ I don't remember, but a kind of fish and then the fish stomach served with the rice and all that. It was quite 石目鱼对啦，谢谢你。对，就是石目鱼。
Sorry, error cannot translate.
A type of fish yeah. Then again, I tried to play with the double exposure thing, but then it's indoor and then limited light, so the food was there. And I was trying to take the wall, And then after that that meal I actually walked just to wander around. My travel pretty much like just wander around. I don't purposely will go for any, you know, tourist spot. And that day, because my accommodation in the south, I haven't booked it yet. My next destination, I haven't booked it yet. So I walk and by this river, and then under this tree there's a bench. So I was just sitting down there, of course with those mosquito attack. I was searching, and I make a few calls and then search online to see, you know, whether I will get any accommodations. And then eventually I got it. So, because if let's say that town, if I don't get to book any place, I might need to shift to other towns, right? So yeah, that day I was sitting under the tree and then book my accommodations. Hi Satya, you have to sit in front already. Yeah, I booked the accommodation in the south, and it was one of the cheapest. It is the cheapest stay of my whole 2 weeks trip. So after this, we went to the south. Not sure if you guys know Heng Chuan lah. It's Heng Chuan. It's very near to Kenting area already. Yeah, it's the town near to Kenting. I think you take bus maybe like 20 minutes or 30 minutes, you will reach Kenting. Then later I will bring you to Kenting area as well. So this is their street. If let's say I wasn't, you know, following the film and I know where I was, I can't tell this is Heng Chuan, like what I said to you. The street in Taiwan, they do look like the same. Like you can tell this is in the north, in the east. I can't lah. I don't know if you can or not. Yeah. Then I walked to Chari Makan and then saw this scene and I took it. And then this one also like a bit blur. I was having a noodle and a stinky tofu. And then after the meal, I wanted to take the bus to Kenting area. And if you remember my story, for those who watch my story lah, that day actually I kind of enjoyed that day. It was the day that I didn't go anywhere, and eventually I get to see one of the most, you know, harmony scenes that during the trips. I think you reacted to it. Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, you always send me fire. Anyways, that was the bus station that I how to say, I waited at the wrong side. So this is the wrong side. The correct side is like over there. It's just opposite lah. Then yeah, it's just my shadow. And then because I missed the bus, so I went to a cafe, and then I ordered like a coffee and then sat at the cafe and read, and at the same time play with the camera. And then I kind of like this double exposure films though. Yeah, I kind of like it, like the vibes. And then this is the dog at the cafe. And then if you follow my story, so after the cafe, actually I thought I wanted to went back to my hostel, and eventually I didn't, because that time it was like almost sunset, so I saw the sky was like really nice, really pretty and all that. So I tried to look for a spot to take the sky photos. And then before I pergi cari that spot, again I took a photos of the mailbox just to, you know, remember where I went before. So this is not really dark, because after this shot I realized that the ISO I set like is different. So after I adjusted the ISO, it was like ta-da, like this. So it was at a junction, a T junction. So that time also there was a cute story lah. Like when I wanted to take a photos, because it's a junction, right? So there was a motor. Actually, it came like slightly past to where I wanted to shoot. Then that guy saw me and then said, "Oh, you're taking photos," so they're like reverse a bit. So like, okay, awkwardly I'm like, I didn't say thank you, but I hope my expression show him that I say thank you lah. But yeah, it was like very nice of him to move to let me take photos. I sat there for a while lah, so just take different photos, play with the double exposure again, and yeah. And then after that I went to this park because I felt like I still can't get the photos that I wanted to. Then I went to this park. It's also just very short distance from the traffic light from the junction. And then the park, it has an elevated, I don't know, like stone or whatever. So I went up and then sat there, take photos and wait for the sunset. Oh, sorry, this is still at the junction. This one I play with the Fujifilm, this is like zoom in, this one is like zoom out. And then you can see the colors are different also. Ta-da. And then this is at the park. That sunset is also quite pretty lah. I updated on my story also, but that's from my phone lah. But yesterday when I was putting on my, arranging of my this slideshow, right, I also wonder why I didn't pick this as my postcard photos.
I wanted to see why is this not on the postcard.
I can print again. I can print again. But yeah, I realized that this is also one of the nice one. Yeah. Okay, if you guys want, I can print one. I can print and design it. Not a problem, huh?
Start order now by scan the QR code.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. And then, like from the spot that I sat, and then belakang there is like just kedai lah. And then you know what? Okay, this is the road from elevated, right? And then I want to say you know what, and then you guys will say like I don't know. The cafe that I went, it was just here, like in the afternoon. So eventually I was just making one round. Yeah, after I was done with the sunset, I wanted to walk back and look at the Google Maps. Oh, that's a cafe. That's the cafe that I went in the afternoon. But I didn't go home straight away because that day I felt my actually stomach not so okay. I wanted to just makan some yogurt. So I went to the convenience store on the left. Then after that I sat where I took this photo. It was a bench under a tree. And then this is like a mini plaza, and then this is the bus stop. On the right side is the post office. Because I waited the bus here in the afternoon, if you remember. That was somewhere here. And then that night, do you see this group of auntie? They were doing this plaza dance, like Guangchang Wu. They were dancing. That I posted on my story as well. And that made me feel like, yeah, actually that day I didn't go anywhere, but I have seen like so many things. And also the little girls that dancing, if you remember, I always like, will show to my friends that the little girls that dance. I wanted to put that on post it on my Instagram because I really love that moment. Because that girl dancing so, like, so focused dancing, enjoying herself. Later I will show you all. Anyways, this is the next day at the same spot. But it was next day before I wanted to take the bus, and I like this double exposure thing also. Like this one is one of my, I like the double exposure part lah. And then this was the tree that I sat and saw all the things, people watching the night before. Like saw the group of aunties, saw those people like waiting for the bus, and then saw the little girl dancing, following the aunties doing the plaza dance. It was like under this tree. And then I took the correct bus and went to the southernmost point, which is a park lah. They call Luanpi. There's a lighthouse actually. And I will show you. And before I went to the park, I need to makan something first, and I had a very good fried rice there. And it's quite rare to get fried rice there, I'm not sure if you guys know that, but it's quite rare. And for some friends, when your information, if you guys know about the Europe guide, the story, it was happened there. Yeah. For those who do know later lah.
Subscribe?
Huh?
You subscribe?
Yes.
Okay, I see.
Yes. But it was there like before I jumpa this place. I found this place, and then that story happened lah. And but then the story also didn't end, right? You guys know. Yeah. Anyways. Oh, and I like this photo, but I don't think it's like suitable for postcard. But I really like the vibes. It was just at the corner of my desk that it has this. Yeah, and I just like the whole photos punya go to, or you know how things positions or whatever. Huh? Oh, welcome. Yeah, sorry. Yes, it's like a welcome message. Yep. And then I was in the park, and then this is like, you can see the ocean view. It looks like a golf course though. It's, you know, the ground was really flat, and yeah, again I play with, you know, two camera. Then this is Yashica. This is another film already, and then this is Fujifilm. Did I put next to each other? Oh no, I didn't, because I think I got lazy yesterday. So yeah, you can see like different vibes. And then apparently there was a student groups that day. It's like they were doing some assignment. I think the teachers will like separate them into 3 groups and ask them to take photos. You know, like our high school, apa tu? Melawat sambil belanja, that kind of trip lah. Yeah. So that was the souvenir store that I storied before about that story. Anyways, that was the lighthouse. And then I play with the double exposure thing again, and I was just putting my water bottle on the grass and snap. Ta-da! And this is also just random. And I went to like, they have a few platform to just see the oceans lah. So I just explore every trails. It has three, like 2 platforms and then another hut. Oh, and then I play with like 2 different, again, toot toot, toot toot. And then this one I take a horizontal one, just to play with it. This one I think there were some birds, but then it was gone. Yeah. And then for everyone that's been to Taiwan, you guys probably will experience like, you know, that Taiwan is, it's, you know, the wind is very strong. I'm not sure if you guys would agree or not, but you know, a lot of trees, if let's say near the coastal area, right, they will be like, you know, shows like strong wind. Yeah, even in the places near my area, you can also see the trees are like that. And plus this is like the tip of the whole island, right? Oh, this one, I was actually wanted to take a butterfly, but then the butterfly was keep on moving. I was standing there for a good few minutes and it still keep flying non-stop. And after I took this photo, I also don't know where's the butterfly. Actually, maybe this one or this one, I don't remember, but it got blurred lah. Yeah. And then this one, this is not the postcard photo. This one is the postcard photo. But this is what they call kissing stones, because it was 2 stones like touching each other, and then, you know, from that angle it looks like it's kissing lah. And then this is the one that I think I took just the full frame, is like with zoom as well. And then this is the one like from like zoom out. And then this is the photos that I picked for my postcard. Yeah. So for those, so except for those willingly to pick this photo, right, for every friends that is couple, I will give this photo to them, because I'm like, if let's say none of them pick them, it will just be there. So everyone yang ada couple one sendiri claim lah, okay, from me. Yeah, I like this photo lah, but I also realized that this is quite nice. Yeah, so wonder why, but eventually I picked this as the postcard instead. Yeah, it was actually on the stairs, like going up to the hut. So this is like just in the middle of the stairs, and then looking from this point, like, you know, looking out to the ocean, and then yeah, the view. Yeah, and this is like just bottom from another angles. So I came back to the grass area already. Oh, this, and then this one, It was taken from the pondok, and then I played with 2 different films again. So it's like, ta-da! This one, the mountain view, then the scenic view. And then after a while, actually I went there also lah. Went to the port, and then the water is like crystal clear. I posted on my story also. Anyways, ta-da! And then this is, yeah, play with 2 different films as well. So it's like, you know, different vibes. Why I took this? I also don't know. Okay. And then after I was done at the lighthouse, the park, I went to, there's another point they call the southernmost tip. It's like Kudat, our Kudat. You know, it's the most northern point of Sabah, right? They have something like that at the south. So I walked there. And then this is the path to the point. And then I saw this cat, macam like, I don't know, it feels, I don't know how it feels. It feels like, I don't know how to say in English, but 它有点厌世. Maybe it's too hot, I don't know. Then I was there at the southernmost point. Ta-da! And just showing me stepping on the platform only. Choo. Yeah. And I also really still like to take like a lot of like photos like this. Although eventually it's like blurry, and if I don't mark it, it's you know, the location, I won't know where is it also. But I always like to take little things like this. Anyways, do you guys see the rainbow? You guys see the rainbow? You guys see the rainbow? Cannot see rainbow. It's just here. Yeah. I mean, I took a few photos there, and you know, right after I take photos of this rainbow, it just like pouring rain, like, okay, then I was like, okay lah, I wet already. Although I have my umbrella lah, but my shoes are all wet. Then I saw this primate. I can't identify lah, like probably needs to refer to the books, but it was just sitting up there because the rain was just like really short while only, just a few minutes, and then not far from the place, and I saw this fella sitting up there. Then I was also just looking at the primate for a while long. I was waiting for it to turn to, you know, show the face so that I can take a better photo of it, but it didn't. So I said, okay, yeah, just take the photo. Huh? Primates only, I didn't know the name. Oh. I probably need like, you know, our mammals expert to tell. I don't think this species exists here lah. Yeah. Is it monkey? Yeah, primate. Yeah. Okay. Then I went to the port. That just now from the hut you guys saw that the port. I walked there lah with my wet shoes and all that. And it turns out, yeah, it's pretty. I sat there lah because I also was looking at the time. Need to take the bus to go back. Otherwise, if I miss it, I really need to walk also. So I was like looking at the time while I was still have time. That I just sat there and I take photos. That was the hut. Yeah. Then again I play with like 2 films now. Ding, ding, ding. They claim that it's the most beautiful port in Taiwan also. Not sure. That's what they like written on Google. But the water is really, really clear. Like you really can see the bottom. Then the sunset. Then I wait until like this because I really need to go that time. So yeah, just like snap. Then video. Then I back to Heng Chun again. And then this is the next day. I went to do my laundry, and then on my way back to my hostel, that's where I sat for the sunset photo. The day that I say I didn't go anywhere, I was sitting this point, and then I was sitting. I was standing at the cafe that I went to take this photo. So the town is just small, and plus I only walk, so it will not be far lah. Unless I take like bus to further, then yes. It was just also a random photos on my way back to hostel. Like they're fine yet. Then I left Heng Chun already, and then I took a bus to this Fang Liao station. It's like another small town. I think it took me 1 hour to reach from Heng Chun, and then I need to take train from here to the east. And then this is my backpack of my 2 weeks. And you know what? I still overpack. I still overpack. So my bottles, and then this is, what is this? Oh, this is my baju that I wanted to wash. And then the blue waterproof bag, it's my shoes, because I joined races, right? So I need to bring another pair of shoes, because otherwise I won't need that. And then I brought my GoPro as well, and eventually I realized my GoPro cannot be used. Yeah, and it's a box like that, and I put it together with my shoes. And if I realize, I didn't do all the testing, that's why. And then in my bag, it's just all my clothes and my laptop, plus I also brought book. And then this bag, it was like all the souvenirs that I got from the south, plus the book from Jiax, and then I bought some tea bags, like everything just here. So it looks maybe light, it's like quite heavy lah. I bet it's more than 10 kg also, my backpack. Yeah. So every time when I need to travel, I'm like, I'll need to take a deep breath to carry my bag, and then like I'll need to also calculate or know when I can stop and where I can like put my bag, so that my shoulders can rest. So that was like at the station. I was waiting for the train. Yeah. Then from here on, it was a series of photos I took while I was on the train. So I do not know why I was just have this idea, because they will stop right at certain station. I just like thought of like, okay, if I can see the station name, then I will capture it. And then from after the south, actually my camera got some problem. Apparently it just got stuck lah. Now it can use again, but that time I didn't know. So I thought like, okay, then my own camera just can rest lah. Just put it in my bag. So from this trip on, it's all using Yashica. And then another train station. But I wanted to say about this blue train though. That was the train that's the traditional one without aircon. And I think the company wanted to maybe, attract tourists to let them experience the old style train, how does it feels like taking it. And I think we have something like that also. I think what I know is in Sabah lah. Here, Peninsula, I'm not sure. But we have something like that, the train, the old school train. So I didn't have time to take that train, take that train lah. Otherwise, I would really love to. And it only available in the east, because the east will offer better view. It's like a really good view. It's like mountains, ocean. If you see my story, also you saw it already. But if you don't remember, I will show it to you. And then another station. And I think that, okay, I don't remember how long it was that train. But usually the train that I took, it was like just white color like that. Yeah, so it's not like that colorful. The train that I took that time, it was the white color one as well. And then this is Taitung. And then this is the view lah, like oceans. Otherwise, it would be like just mountain and then paddy fields. It's like along the way. Oh, this was another test shot that I think I reloaded the film, because I finished this film and I need to unload the previous one and load the new one. And then usually I would take one test shot lah, just to be safe. And then you can see the colors is different already, because it's different films from this to this. It's the same camera. Then also trying to take the photos while the train was moving, because I didn't know how the manual camera will will capture moving object. So yeah, it feels like this. And then this is my eight photos of my postcard. I picked it just, I don't know, just because I feel it's nice, and out of my surprise that a lot of people like these photos. Yeah, I don't know how people feel, because actually my sister was saying that these photos feels lonely. I don't know, but it really reflects to how people look at it, because probably you guys will see it a different way. And now I enjoy a lot seeing you all to pick the photos, and you know, like for what reason you guys will pick certain photos. It's really interesting. And yeah, like really out of my surprise, a lot of people love this photo. And a little story about this train. That's another train that the train company designed. It's also for tourism, mainly tourism purposes, because the interior they design it to be like a mountain and ocean themed, and then it also just runs at the east. Yeah, again, it's for, you know, you get to see the scenery, and then I bet it also moves slower compared to the normal train. But I guess the price is also will be like higher lah. But I didn't also manage to take this train because I opt for other options. And then this is another station. Then I arrived in Yuli. That's the town that I stay for 3 nights, I think so, because I have another race there. And then after I arrive, I look at Google Map and then there's a bear education center. Like they have their moon bear, their what do they call? Is it called Taiwan Xiong or Malay Xiong? I don't remember. But there's a small, Hei Xiong, okay. I don't remember. Because you will see like they have this little decoration outside of the center. Yeah. And this is taken in front of that center. So it was just a small center. Imagine our BSPCC, but it's a really smaller scale. And then it shows our 7 type of bears in the world, and then like conservation center like that, which I'm familiar to lah. Yeah, and then it plays the documentary as well, the conservation work in Taiwan and how they conduct it. But yeah, I mean it's familiar to me lah. Anyways, then after that day, the next day it was the race, and then this is the only non-film photos that I put in here because this is my 9th photo for my postcard series. And I took this while I was running. Not like I was running, I was on the race. I was still running like for the race, and then I saw this scene is like really nice, and so that's why I stopped and take 2 photos, one zoom in, one zoom out. Like I didn't adjust it for long because it was very hot that day. Because under the bright sun, usually our screen will be dark, right? So I can't see clearly. I was just like quickly 2 shots, and then I continued to run away because it was damn hot. But after that, I look back at this photo. I really like it. That's why I put this into my postcard as well. So the only non-film photos in the sharing. That's why it's like my phone. Yep. And then remember the lady that I met on my first day, on the first day of my trip. So I was here because of her as well. Because we joined the same race, right? So after the race, she contacted me, so she moved to the hostel that I stay in as well. Then she said, she's a really curious person. Then she will like, you know, go get a lot of information. She shared it with me as well. And then she told me like, there's a free bus, like shuttle bus service that will bring you to different places as the local government is promoting their tourism. So like if you have like no plans, why not you can consider to join. She didn't like push me or whatever. But after I like thought about it, I said why not, since it's a free bus and I don't get to reach to this area if let's say I don't take a bus. So I joined her, and then this was at the lunch point, and the whole bus, it was just four of us, like the passenger lah. and then plus a driver, and then plus another tour guide. The tour guide is a indigenous people, I think around 60-year-old uncle that be our tour guide. Yeah. Then during lunch, we started to get to know each other, like with another two passengers, with a beer that they promoted. That's the beer that they brew only locally. They can't be sold like any other places. So after the beer, everyone will become so chatty, and then we talk a lot along the journey. And then after the lunch, we went to this area. It's called Ping, because this is them, like my three travel mate and then the tour guide. They were the tour guide. It's called tour guide consider was explaining, because I don't know, like Taiwanese people really learn a lot. They have a lot of different classes, and then like this teacher he learned about like certain reptile species and its invasive species, and then they open the classes for public to learn about them. And then if you see them in certain places, you can catch them, and then they will pay you for a certain amount, because they want to control the invasive species, the populations. So yeah, the teacher was sharing about the reptiles and also the plants. Yeah, he knows a lot about the plants. And then the lady that I met was also has a lot of this different knowledge, not just about biodiversity. She went to classes to learn about temples design, and I think she herself is a those elderly care. Her careers is related to that kind. Yeah. So they were having some discussion, and I just took a photos just to kind of remember them. And then this is my 9th, 8th, 10th photo of my postcard at the coastal area. The blue color it looks a bit different from my screen, and printed one, it looks more like my screen. Anyways, you guys will look at it later. This photo also a lot of people like it. I also don't know, just like another captured, and then I can still hear, of course, when I'm quiet enough, I can still hear the ocean's sounds, and then also the sun. That day it was really hot. I was sweating taking this photo, because it was summer. Like Taiwanese summer, the summer in Taiwan, I feel it's more hot, it's warmer and more humid than here. When I came back, and I remember I visited Satya that day, and then we walked out for a very, very short walk for breakfast. It was, what time was that? Before 10. That short walk, Satya was already like, it's so hot, it's so hot. I was like, are you sure it's hot? Like, you can't survive in Taiwan already. Taiwan is like, imagine their sun, their 8 a.m. sun, it's like our 10 a.m. sun. It's like 8 a.m. I was sweating, I was walking under the noon sun already. Yeah, so the sun there is no joke. That was just the structured photos. There's a story about this area, but I don't remember already. Like the geographically story about the coastal, because it's not like beach area. It's like a sandy rock area. That's why it calls Ping. Yeah. And then it forms like a staircase. That's why. Yeah. Then more random photos. And then I play with a double exposure again. Yeah. This is somewhere. Okay, I don't remember I don't know how to explain in English. Is it the equatorial point? It's somewhere here. Huh? 不是赤道，是一个叫北郊什么什么鬼的，我不记得了。I need to refer back to my photos. Yeah. And then this is the bus that we took. It's just a very small one. The name of the bus, the line, refers to the places. Anyways, the free bus. And then we went to another place. Then I saw this cat, and I'm like, I talked to this cat also, but it didn't layan me. Anyways, so this is my 11 photos for my postcard series. This is King Kong Avenue. Because it's like a straight road, and this is facing the ocean, right? And then at the back, actually there's mountains. And then why you call King Kong? Because one of the face of the mountain, the rocky face, it looks like King Kong. That's why it called King Kong Mountain. Because otherwise I was like wondering, do we have King Kong in Taiwan? I know we don't. But it was the reason why it called King Kong. And then you will notice a lot of like local government think they will put King Kong as well. It was because this reason, the King Kong Mountain, and then they call this King Kong Avenue. And then because of this long and straight road, right, a lot of people will come here and take those, jumping photos. And at this time, I think my travel mate was taking all the jumping photo. I said, you guys take lah, I'm okay, I'm good. And then there was a tree house on the roadside. Then I just took this photo from the tree house. It's a slightly elevated tree house, not very, very high. But you got to take this photo, and I enjoyed it. And then again, this cat photo. Then this is slightly further from the King Kong Avenue, because we need to walk to our bus. And then I just thought, I don't know, this frame, it's like just nice. And then this is my 12, the last photos that I picked for my postcard. And actually the ground, right, it's the harvested paddy. I personally do not fancy much about like those greenish or like golden color of paddy lah. And I think harvested paddy and then with this natural color, it has a different feeling as well. And then on our way back, and then back to Yuli, the town that I stay in the east. It's a really cute little town. And then I cycle because the hostel there offered like bicycles, so I got to use the bicycle for free. So after the trip, I thought I would still have some time, so I just cycle around randomly for an hour, I think. Then I just rode to this stadium. Yeah, stadium. I think next to each other is just like there are schools on the left and right. Yeah. And I noticed this is a better angle to take this. And yeah. And then this is the view from my room. And then I play with the double exposure again. Yeah. I remember I took a rainbow photos from this view as well. And then like the rain coming, and that's for my story lah. Then was the end of my trip. And then I back to my home. And that time my mom and my niece were there already. And then that day it was like a pasar day lah. I went to pasar with them, and then I wanted to take this shot actually. But I think it's just tak jadi actually. But it just eventually it became just a street photo. And then another street photos, they happen to have this very traditional building next to a modern building, and then we're full of trees. Yeah. And then that was the very last time that I went to Taipei. And then I was like trying to see if I managed to take this photo, because on the train, it's moving. I was like playing hard with the focus to adjust and see if I would get a blurry photos or a quite good one. It seems like it was a quite good one. Yeah. With the Yashica, I need to adjust the focus manually. Yeah. It was moving though, it's like really move. It's not like a gentle move, it's like do, that kind of moving. Right. And then went to Taipei. And then I went to collect the first film, my negative film, because I developed the first film there, and then the rest back home. Then since it was like till the end of my day in Taiwan. So on my last visit to Taipei, I went to collect the film, and it was on the same road. And I took these photos because I remember in mid of August, I was having my dinner at this kedai, which was closed that day. And then that day was a lot of a reflection day lah. I posted on my story also. But if you guys don't remember, that's fine. But it was a memorable day to me that I had a lot of reflections of my trip. And then in mid-August, and then at the end of September, I back to this area again. So I thought of I wanted to take a photos just to remember that day. Anyways. So after that, I went for a sharing actually. So after the sharing, so I took another few more photos of Taipei. But I do realize that Taipei is not for me lah. It's really too crowded lah, like KL. I don't like crowded places. Yep. Then this is actually my very first film that I took in Taiwan. So at the beginning, right, it was the second film. From second film, and then and then continue until the sixth one. And then now I'm like bringing back to the first film. And then this whole film was the one that I developed in Taiwan. And then this very photo, it was the very first photo I took in Taiwan as well. It was taken on, I think on the third or fourth day when I was in Taiwan. I was brought to this cafe by the sister, and you know, they have these activities together, and I wrote about it lah. I mean about this film, and I put it on my Instagram. I don't know if I wanted to say I don't know if I would get emotional, but it was the very beginning stage of me taking this photo. And then when I received the photos, it was mid-August already. It has passed 6 weeks, and then when I look back the first photos that I took, I realized that how much things has changed for the 6 weeks, although I was there like 13 weeks lah. Yeah. Excuse me. That's why, yeah, I wrote about this photo. And then also after 6 weeks, I went back to the same cafe. And yeah, then I thought back of like, you know, the first time when I went there, and then after 6 weeks I was there, and then yeah, like the reflections happened in between. It was an emotional one. Then after we travel so much, then it's time to go back home, right? That's why I brought back to, you know, the first film that I took. I didn't show the first film. The reason is that because of the first film, two big parts of the photos that I took. One is this part. The other part I think less important. That's why it has less story to tell also. That's why I didn't put that all in, because I don't think it will be, you know, enough time as well. But what I wanted to share is that you know, I walk a lot in Taiwan, right? It's not like Sui kind of walking. But because for the first 2 months when I was in Taiwan, because I work there, right? So I walk to work. It was a 2 km distance one way. So it's like about 30 minutes walking there, and then on my way back 30 minutes walking back. So that 2 km road actually accompanied me a lot. And that's why I wanted to put the photos of that road at the very end. Walking on that road, I actually, a lot of time is not really thinking a lot. It's just focusing on my surrounding, and I will realize like, you know, the grass, this is, I think they are planting some those 油菜花, maybe a kinds of veggie lah. And then it's like all golden. And then maybe a few days later, or after 1 or 2 weeks, right, it might be harvested. And then after a few weeks, then you will see it grow back. So my days for like a good, I don't know how many weeks, like 2 months lah. Definitely I have 2 months walking there almost every working days. I noticed, the changes of the surrounding like this, and then yeah, this is the daily scene, the daily view that I got to see, like in the AM and in the PM. And then, when you first arrive there, like everything you will be like, interesting to you. And then that's why in the mid of July onwards, I didn't take much of the photos, because I felt a lot of photos I have taken it already. And if I keep showing, like posting on my story, people, I don't know, you guys will be like, oh, it's the same things. Yeah, so a lot, I think until, the mid-July onwards, I take lesser photos. Unless I find something interesting, then I'll take it again. That was also why I only take the first film photos early July. And then after that, it was just all about my trip. Because my day there, it's really, really simple. It's just wake up, breakfast, go to work, lunch, work, and then finish work, walk back home, dinner, and then Monday, and then I'll just rest. When I rest, I'll probably scroll phone, maybe not scroll phone, and then I'll read. And many days, actually, I will just sleep at 10. And then the next day, I'll probably wake up at 6-ish or 7. Yeah. And yeah, these few photos was, I think, taken on the same day. That's why it was all just sunset-ish. And actually, I wonder also, how the Taiwanese develop the film. It's probably a bit different from our style. I don't know, maybe the chemical compositions is different. Because I feel it's a bit yellowish though. Although it's like the same film, I need to compare it lah. Anyways. And I also trying to take some photos of the birds, but it's just like too dark. Because my camera, the zoom is like limited. But I realized that I enjoy that lah. Like, when you know that something is limited, you will just appreciate it as it is. Our camera now is just too canggih and just too clear. But I will appreciate something that shows, that has some restrictions. I'm not sure if you can get it, but yeah. And then another sunset photo. And when the weather is really good on my walk back home, actually I do get to enjoy like sunsets I did, like this. Then you guys also see me posted a lot of like sunset photos and mountain range photo, right? And that's the mountain range. And I remember I wrote something about the mountain range as well, and then it's on my IG lah. Anyways, and I love that piece lah, the part that I wrote. The mountain range also kind of like accompany me a lot while doing the walk, because when the weather is good, you can really see it very clearly. And when the weather is not good, it's just clouds lah. But it's there, right? And actually, the mountain range play a very, very important roles. Like my area, like if like Taiwan actually constantly will hit by typhoons, right? And then actually my area that I stay in, they don't get to affected a lot, because the ocean side is like, facing mainland China, and then the other side it has this mountain range. So often got affected area was the east and then the south. So during my time, 3 months there, I think there was like 3 or 4, I don't remember, typhoon, and like, constantly hitting the south and the east part. But the central part, like where we stay, it's just at most, it's just very, very strong wind, or maybe just one day of like raining heavily, which probably kind of similar with what we have here. Not exactly the same, but lebih kurang. That's why I think, the central area on the west somehow like really got protected from the mountain range. Yeah. This is the very last photo, and of my sharing today. But this is also the photos that, the first photos that I picked for my postcard. And I think So I think for every departure, it's just to go home. Now I think I have ended my journey, but I guess I'm on another journey now. This is at the junctions, you know, exit from the factory, walk to the junction, and then I'll need to walk facing the ocean. But this is the view I get to see every day. So I picked this photo because it has this homey feel. It also kind of reminds me of like why I went to Taiwan. Yeah, and remember all the things that I felt there, the reflections that I got. Yeah, I don't know, if I continue to sing it, I'll definitely cry. But I will write an article about what my reflections or my thoughts about Taiwan and like it's ongoing. So probably I will share it after it's done. But that's pretty much all of my sharing. So thank you everyone. And
At the end, tell it.
but I have to say thank you for everyone to come. I know it sounds cringe, but definitely need to thank Jiax for it, because Jiax shared a lot of information about Taiwan, and then he lent me the camera. Of course, he asked me to send it for service lah. It's quite heavy, I have to say, but I got to use the camera and then I got good photos. And then the idea of doing this sharing, it was by him as well. Yeah, and then actually it was he shared it on the first day when I started my solo travel. Then I was like, oh, I got really excited about this idea. And then after that I thought of like I wanted to record it, because I will do my own podcast later. That's why I wanted to record the voice and also record the screen. And that's something that I wanted to do next. If you are curious what I wanted to do next. And also a lot of people, maybe my friends, will ask me what's next. And I always answer with an answer that I wanted to be a jellyfish. So if you get it, you get it. And yeah, thank you everyone. Definitely thanks for Jiax, Gayi and the ELS team for, you know, for whatever resources that we have, it's from the office. I really just brought my laptop and my router and my content. That's it. The rest of it is from them. And thank you for everyone for making your time to coming. I know sometimes I actually, for some of you, right, I also don't know, like, you guys know for what reason you guys are coming. Like, don't have to come for the sake of supporting, because this is just personal sharing. I was telling Suha, like, just now when I was driving, right, like yesterday I was preparing the slide. I have no script, and then this is my first time doing the sharing. Right, it's not for school, it's not for work, it's not for any KPI. It's just story, and I really enjoy doing that lah. And I have like so many friends that coming in, that, you know, coming just to listen to that. Like, I'm really grateful. And I know, like, I have a few more friends that can't make it. That was also one of the reasons why I wanted to record it as well, because I don't think I wanted to do it again lah. Maybe I will do one version for my Sabahan friend. Yeah, when I go back to Sabah, then I will like meet them all and then do one round. Of course, not with all this setup. Probably it's just like, you know, showing on TV or just laptop, and then they listen me the story and all that. Yeah, pretty much that's all. Thank you. I don't know, this kind of sharing, will you guys have any Q&A, but don't have to be formal lah. Yeah, that's all. Thank you very much. And I managed to complete it before 10. 哇，声音要爆了哦，这样子大，要爆了，没有？OK， that's all， 不用拍了，谢谢。